Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Inside the Music. I'm Andy Tullis, and today I'm finally going to show you stage 4 of my mixing technique. So, without further ado, let's jump on in. So here we are up in the mix console, and a quick refresher. Stage 1 was gain staging. Stage 2 was my workflow using all the group tracks. And stage 3 was the sub mix, getting all the inserts so I can mix into them. And now we're on to stage 4, which is the purpose of this stage is to enhance all the instruments and the vocals so everything sounds nice, thick, and full as a complete mix should sound. So let's have a quick listen to the song as what I got. So here we go. This song was provided by Joe Carroll with the recording and the production on this. The singer is Gloria.
There's a Bible on the shelf by a new pack of cigarettes. There's a photo on the fridge of a family that's perfect. But the wall full of crosses in the dining room, they've heard every argument we got into. There's a Bible on the shelf by a new pack of cigarettes. Well, I didn't know I'd be more than the things you see, and it wasn't easy in the beginning getting to know me. Sometimes I can't see past all the good, the bad, and the growing, but the laugh and the live and the stories that can be sold, they're more than a household.
All right, so that gives you the idea of what we got going on as far as the complete mix goes. Let's jump on over here to the kick group. Let's have a quick listen what we got going on here. So what I did, I took these two tracks, put them into the group. I did all my mixing in the group, did a little filtering at about 40 hertz, got rid of some of that mud, did a little boost to enhance the kick a little bit, the beater I should say. And then I have my Black Lion 18 channel strip, the Black Lion 17 compressor, which is their version of 1176, and then I have this Pultec styled Black Rooster EQ, which I did a low end trick on, and that's in their drop down menu. And whoop, that wasn't right, screwed that up. So there we go, back to where it's supposed to be. Sorry about that. So that's the kick. Let's move on over to something else. Let's go to the snare. Again, I took both these tracks, pushed them over here to the snare group, and did all my EQing, everything over here on the group. Let's wind this back a little bit more so we can listen. So I have an REQ going on. I got a nice little bump about the 200 hertz range. Wiped out all the yucky mud, get out of the way of the kick and the bass. And then, I have a saturator. This is a stock saturator inside Cubase. It's called Magneto 2. And then this would be my outboard gear. This is the Bluey, Black Lion Bluey. It's the first time I've actually used the Bluey on something other than vocals because it sounds so good on vocals. I had a hard time not using it on this song, to be honest with you. So that's the snare. And let's go on over here. I'm not going to bore you with the toms. Let's listen to the drums as complete. So all these groups are going with the drum group. The drum group goes over here to the drum mix. For the drum mix, I have this compressor, which is a Black Rooster GC2. It's a tube immolated compressor. I'm not certain which one it's immolated. I just know it sounds great. I really like it a lot. And then, let's see here. Did I do any enhancement? Yeah, just a little low end bump. Not much. Not really too much even. I didn't do any parallel drum compression because this isn't a heavy metal song or nothing. I don't think it really needed any parallel compression. Now I do have everything rolling into this drum reverb. And that's a Black Rooster RO Gold. Sounds great. I use that reverb a lot since I've gotten it. So that's the drums. Let's go on to the bass over here. Again, this is a stand-up bass. These two tracks go to the group, and I used an REQ to wipe out the mud, give a little boost around the 80 mark. Nothing on the high side. I used the volume of the finger because these two tracks, one is the body and then one is the neck. So I gave dropped the neck volume down a little bit. I gave most of the volume to the body to get more of the low end. But I gave enough of the neck so I could still hear all the goodness of the finger picking, or finger use, I should say. And again, this is going to the drum reverb. So everything sounds blended together. And I did that with all the tracks. All the instrument tracks are getting pushed into the drum reverb along with the vocals too. So everything sounds like they're all together. And of course I adjusted the sends of those reverbs, to help out in the mix as well too. Help everything set in place. This last one, I didn't show you this one. This is another Black Rooster plugin, the GA-GT2. And I just pulled this one up, blended it into the mix, and that was it. So, and then this one goes over here. We got going on, excuse me, the MV2, just to help everything nice, level out nice, help control everything. And that's the bass, and the acoustic would be the next. Some of the yuckiness down below. And then I also brought some back in. So I moved and then brought it back in just to fatten it back up a little bit more. This is moving around, let's see, we got 200, 250 or so. And gave a little boost about the 400 mark, 350, and then a little top end on it. And then I'm using the Magnitude 2 saturator. Drive going on it to give it some more saturation. Setting into the mix about 50%. 252 milliseconds release, 31 milliseconds attack. That's it. And let's move on to the next one, which would be the piano. This one here, I did something different. I actually used two MV2s, one on the actual track itself, and then the other one inside the group. That seemed to help fatten everything up on the piano. And then the piano, I do have a compressor. That's not doing a whole lot. Just when it needs to do something, it does something. And I will say that I do use the outputs of the compressors to help set the volumes of everything. And then I will go in and adjust stuff as far as using automation. Let's wind this back a little bit more. Keep things moving. And then let's see, we'll move on to turn you off. Let's go to the steel. And this one here, I just put the MV2 on it. I didn't do any EQing or anything on the steel. And then I also have the Black Rooster compressor going on, not doing a whole lot here either. This is a really, really, really nice compressor. I really highly suggest checking it out. And I think they're on sale right now as well too, as everything else is. So that's the steel. And now on to the vocals.
There's a house on the market in my old
Of
neighborhood.
course, this one has a lot more goodies on it because they are the
With
vocals.
a fresh
the most
coat of
important part
paint
the
and
song.
brand new hardwood.
You can see I did some cutting, got rid of some mud
But
down
there's pencil
below.
lines hiding on an old door frame that
Got
could
rid of
tell
some
you
of
how
that
tall I was when I
funky radio
turned 8.
sounding
There's a
1000,
house on the market in my old neighborhood. Well, I didn't know I'd be more than the things you see. And it
Once
wasn't
again,
easy in the
the Black
beginning,
Rooster compressor.
getting to know me. Sometimes
This is my new
I
favorite
can't
compressor.
see past all
And
the
then we have
good,
a
the bad, and the
multi-band compressor.
growing. But the laugh and the
thought it needed
live
to
and
be
the
thickened up
stories that
in the
can't be
mids, low mids.
sold. They're more than
And
a
let's just
household's
demonstrate that right
more
now, what it
than,
sounds like.
more
Back this
than
up
a
little.
happy.
So I'll turn it
Sometimes
off.
I can't see
You see how thin it
past
got?
all the good, the bad,
Still
and the
sounds good.
growing. But the
But
laugh
this
and the
sounds better.
live and the stories that can't be sold. They're more than a
Just fattens it up.
household.
Sounds really good. And then we have a de-esser. It's just to help catch those annoying.
There's a house on the market in my old
Really wants to hear
neighborhood.
at the end of everything. Unless it's
With a fresh
hi-hats.
coat of paint and
Maybe
brand
then you
new
can use this on hi-hats too.
hardwood.
So
But there's pencil lines hiding on an old door frame that could tell
And
you
let's
how
see,
tall
over
I
here
was
I
when
do
I
have
turned 8.
another
There's a house
compressor
on the
going on.
market in my old neighborhood.
Again, not doing too much, just to catch the peaks.
Well, I didn't know I'd be
and then
more than the
brand
things
new,
you see.
free
And it wasn't
plug-in from
easy
Waves
in the
Soap.
beginning,
I'm not sure if
getting
it's
to
still free
know
right now or not,
me.
but if it's not,
Sometimes I
thing
can't
sounds
see
great.
past
I like
all the good,
I
the
didn't do
bad,
anything
and the
other than,
growing. But
pick
the
its,
laugh and the live
setting
and the
right here,
stories that
put it
can't
on
be
there, and
sold.
didn't touch it other
They're
than that.
more than a household's more
Lastly, I
than,
have,
more than a house, more than,
have
more
the
than a
vocal writer.
household's more than a household's. My first steps
And this
on the
one sounds
kitchen
like all
floor.
together.
My first kiss outside the front door. My first drink, even though I swore that I would never tell. Well, I didn't know I'd be more than the things you see. And it wasn't easy in the beginning, getting to know me. Sometimes I can't see past all the good, the bad, and the growing. But the laugh and the live
You know, one thing I forgot to mention was this right here. Now, I did add an extra reverb onto the lead vocal, and I do have her going into the drum group reverb and then her own reverb as well. Once again, like I said, this helps sound like everything's in the same room. At least for me, that's my thinking anyways. So that's it. Oh, well, that reverb I'm using up here is another Black Rooster. I think I'm sponsoring them or something. Anyway, the RO 140. Like I said, if you guys haven't checked out Black Rooster's plugins, I do highly suggest doing it. I know some people say they have CPU usage issues with them, but I don't have that problem anyways. But, you know, not everyone has the same computer system. So anyway, that's it. That's my technique from beginning to end. In the comments below, please let me know what you thought of my process. Let me know if you got anything helpful out of it. And please hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and give me a thumbs up if you like the video. I really appreciate it. My name's Andy Tullis. This is Inside the Music. Take care. Bye.